Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are all over the world. This is the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro, except I am not running. I am just going to have a little stroll this morning because my legs are still recovering from the weekend's exploits. But I'm glad to say we have a few people in the run today who will be doing the actual work. Clive, good morning. Jonathan Perkins, Sebastian, Christoph Hermans. Hello, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. Thank you for joining me. Apologies that I haven't had a shave yet. I just haven't got around to it. You know, and my wife told me in no uncertain terms this morning that I needed a shave. I will have a shave this afternoon. But anyway, we're going to get on with it. The treadmills should be going up to 12% any minute now. I don't think I'll be doing that. I just need to make my legs recover over the next few days. We'll start running. Maybe we'll start running tomorrow for the Wednesday workout. We'll do a light Wednesday workout tomorrow. But we'll just walk it out for the time being. Who else have we got today in the run? Let me just have a look at the list here. Something in the way of it. 2 seconds. Okay, so got Mike. Hello, Mike. Mike's in the run today. Christoph, Sebastian, Clive, Jonathan, Chang is there as well, and Hoi from Canada, and Lynn from what is that country? Is that Vietnam? It's not Malaysia, is it? This could be Singapore. Good morning, Mike. Hope you're well. Okay, so we've got 9 runners doing the Film My Run 500 this morning. If you're not running, if you're just watching on Facebook, that's fine. Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, welcome along. Thanks for joining. We're using the Kinni app, as we always do. The Kinni app is controlling the incline and speed of the treadmill while we run or walk this event. Again, today it's not going to be quite as normal because I am not going to be running or walking the correct speed or incline. So it's a bit pointless me having the app there, but it's there for you to just look at and see what it looks like if you ever want to try the Kinni app. I'll explain a little bit more about how it works if you don't know. Basically, you have to replicate the Zwift workout. So we are doing the Film My Run 500 workout in Zwift. That's a workout that's programmed into Zwift. Now, Kinni does not control Zwift. The two are not linked together. What we do is we replicate the Film My Run 500 workout in the Kinni app. So it's basically 2 workouts running at the same time. They're just exactly the same workout, duplicated and started in sync. So I've started the Kinni workout, which is exactly the same as the Film My Run 500 workout, but the Kinni app is connected to my treadmill. Although it's not connected to Zwift, the Kinni app is connected to my treadmill, and my treadmill is being controlled by the Kinni app. So I can make it change speed, I can make it alter the incline automatically without me having to touch it. and that's what it will do over the course of this run. However, I will be manually changing it back because I don't want to increase my speed. I don't want to increase my incline. So you'll see me altering it actually manually as we go this morning. 22 degrees in the Cornish garage where Clive Finnimore is. It is 27, nearly 28, 27.9 degrees here in the garage. Not the garage, the shed quarters. Sebastian Volt was leading the Film My Run 500 on Thursday. Thank you, Sebastian. Much appreciated. I should try and type thank you in the chat, but I haven't got my phone, have I? Jonathan Perkins says it's too hot in the Surrey garage. He's not sure exactly what temperature it is, but it is hot. Yeah, 27.9 degrees in here. I've got the fan on my right-hand side. I've got the windows or the doors wide open behind me, which means, unfortunately, our poor neighbours in the back garden, enjoying the sunshine, have got to put up with me chatting away to you for half an hour. I've also got a cup of tea, which is very nice. We're going at 5 kph at the moment, but any second now, we're going to increase to 5.5. Stephanie Coet, thanks for the ride on. Much appreciated. Uh, 10 metres to go, and then speed increase to 5.5 kph. There we go. So my Kinni app has increased the speed just slightly early, so not quite exactly in sync. But just increased slightly early. So I'll continue at this pace for the next kilometre, but then I will not keep up with the speed of everyone else. I will drop a little bit behind. I hope you don't mind me doing that, guys. Legs still not quite working. I'm sure you're all aware of what myself and Victoria did at the weekend. We finished the second 100 miler of the year. Jonathan Perkins says, I can get away with no top. I can't do that outside. Well, I can't do it inside either. I would very much like to get rid of my top, but yeah, not on a live stream, unfortunately. Yeah, Clive says that's the bonus of not live streaming. And he's not wearing his top either. So those of us that are live streaming, i.e. just me, has to wear a top. Tina Beard says, hello, I'm in a cafe before visiting my husband, so watching Facebook for subtitles. So Tina is not allowed to have the sound on in the cafe for fear of disturbing everyone else who's enjoying their morning coffee. So Tina is just watching the subtitles. Clive says we're having a communal topless run. So everyone apart from me is topless in their garages or their sheds, running on the treadmill in the sweltering heat, except for me, because I'm on camera, so I can't. Yeah, so at the weekend, however, I did go topless for a little while. It was so hot that on the second day, on Sunday morning, from about 9 a.m, maybe a bit earlier than that, I just couldn't keep my top on anymore, because it wasn't, the thing is, it did cool down overnight, but not that much cooler. It was still warm overnight. Certainly no need to wear any second layer at all. Yeah, and by the morning I was just so hot again, I decided, right, that's it, I am taking my top off. So I got rid of my vest, tucked it into my shorts, and then just wore my hydration vest over the top. I did get told by my wife that before we get to the finish I should put my t-shirt back on, my vest back on, so I did. So I looked presentable crossing the line. So we finished our second 100 miler of the year. Victoria's second ever 100 miler after the Thames Path 100. She's very proud of herself. I am very proud of her. And we will continue with the North Downs Way 100 in a couple of months' time. We're very excited about that. But now we do have a month or so gap where we can just focus back on Zwift a little bit more and do some more Film My Run videos. I haven't done a video on the Film My Run channel for a couple of weeks now, so I do need to get something up. Jonathan Perkins says, is Victoria going for the Grand Slam too? Jonathan, I couldn't possibly comment because every time I mention anything about it, I get told off by Victoria. However, there's a very interesting video that Clive Finnimore put up, which was copied from... So the race director of the Centurion runs, James Elson, did an Instagram post over the weekend where he videoed everyone starting the South Downs Way 100. Hilariously, even though Victoria is trying to keep it all a secret, or trying not to put any pressure on herself, let's say, James Elson filmed me and Victoria crossing the start line and said, and there's Victoria starting her second 100. She's going for the Grand Slam this year. So it is out there in the open. I don't know, she's just going to have to deal with the fact that we are kind of going for it. I hope she doesn't mind too much. She just doesn't want the pressure. She doesn't want the pressure. So she doesn't want everyone talking about, oh, Victoria's going for the Grand Slam. Victoria's going to try and do 4 100-milers in a year. Because she feels like that would be... And then if she doesn't manage it, she'll feel like she was a failure. So she just doesn't want people to talk about it. And to be fair, anything like last weekend's run, the North Downs Way 100 is going to be an absolute nightmare. It's going to be, if it's hot, because it is harder than South Downs Way. So if we do North Downs Way 100 and it's just as hot, it's going to be very, very difficult to finish within the cutoff. Because we were only 40 minutes inside the cutoff for South Downs Way. It's going to be tight. So we'll just have to see. But the other thing is, we'll make sure that we get... Yeah, Jonathan says at least North Downs Way is quite shaded. That is true. But we're just going to have to make sure we get a little bit of training in and make sure we get some sleep. Because sleep was definitely an issue for South Downs Way. Tina says there's no point in her doing 2 and then not doing 4. I totally agree with you, Tina. Quite agree. Okay, we're up to 6 kph now. Keep your treadmill at 12% incline, even though I'm not. Can I walk another kilometre at this pace? I am doing it. It's just very hot. Let's see if I can carry on for 1 more kilometre with you guys at this speed. It does feel rather quick, and I am going to be sweating like a pig at the end of it, aren't I? So I will have to have a shower. I missed that. What comment was that I missed, Sebastian? I haven't got... Maybe I can download the Zwift Companion app on my iPad, which I've got in front of me here. Bear with me while I try and do that. Hang on. Right, I'm trying to download the Zwift Companion app on my iPad, and then I'll be able to see chat. Wow, it's so dark. Look at my face. I've got no light on my face at all. It's so bright outside. Oh, I need to turn the Zwift Companion off on my other phone. Hang on. Okay, right. Now, I can't see all the chat that's already happened. So, if there was something I missed in chat, in-game, and you want to say it again, please do. Put that up again in chat. If not, don't worry, I can see any future chat now that's going to happen in-game, because I have it on the Zwift Companion app on my iPad. It's nice and big on my iPad as well. This is a very fast speed to be walking. It doesn't feel right at all. I feel like I need to be running. If I start running, I will just go all weird. Sebastian says, I hope Victoria will join me on Beachy Head. We will. We will be there. We'll be at Beachy Head. I'm not sure. I don't think we've signed up yet, so we do need to get that sorted out. I will sign up. And Victoria will sign up for the Beachy Head Marathon in October. That will definitely happen. I'm going to try and have some tea without spilling it. Now, in other news, I was going to go to the cinema with my daughter tonight, but we've sacked it off. Instead, I'm going to watch my son take part in an 800-metre race tonight. So, I still don't think we'll be doing any live streaming tonight. But if I can, I will. And I think, do we need to do the other Pride On run? Because I want to get the t-shirt, don't I? So, let's see. Events we got tonight. What are you doing, Clive? Are you out with the club tonight? What's everyone else doing? There's a Pride On run at 7:30, and there's a Pride On run at 2:30. That's too early. Right, 7:30 is the only Pride On run available, and I'll bet you that is the route that I've already done, isn't it? Right, Clive's going to club tonight. Amy Green says, quick hello before work. Hello, Amy. By the way, I don't know if anybody's aware, but there's quite a horrendous incident in Nottingham today, which is where Amy lives and where Amanda Allison lives. So I hope, I'm sure they're all fine, but all the best to you, Amy, and Amanda, and anyone else who's in Nottingham. Sounds like a pretty horrendous time has just been had up there by a few people. Right, Sebastian would like to run at the same pace with Victoria. Okay, I'm sure she'll do that, Sebastian. I'm sure that's fine. Okay, right, Clive says I need to run the fine and sandy route. Okay, let me just check the description of that run then. So tonight's run at 7:30, Pride On 7:30, it's the Neon Flats route, isn't it? So I want to do the fine and sandy route. When is that then? I bet that's 2:30 this afternoon, isn't it? I don't want to run at 2:30 this afternoon. I can't run at 2:30 this afternoon. No, that's Neon Flats again. So when is the fine and sandy one then? Let's search through a bit further to tomorrow. $7:30 in the morning tomorrow. Fine and sandy. There you go. Can't do it 7:30 though. Make Humanity Great Again Run Club, 12 o'clock tomorrow, don't forget. Okay, maybe all day tomorrow it's fine and sandy. So 7:30 in the evening tomorrow is fine and sandy. But we've got the... Oh, that's Wednesday, sorry. Yeah, tomorrow, Wednesday. So we've got Wednesday workout at 5:30. I mean, we could just do fine and sandy just to get it done, couldn't we, at 7:30? Okay, let me think about it. I'm not sure what to do about that. Yeah, Sebastian says different day. Yeah, okay. So one day it's neon flats, the next day it's fine and sandy. Okay, maybe we'll do the Wednesday workout tomorrow though, and we'll just see if we can fit in fine and sandy another day. Right, back on the YouTube chat. Yeah, Amy Green says different day, different routes. Friday may be an option. Yes, we could do it on Friday. Let's do that. Friday. Let's do Friday. I like that. Friday, because Friday evening I don't usually have anything, do I? So, and I'm normally away, but I am actually around this Friday. So, let's do it on Friday. Yeah. So Friday is for the fine and sandy route of the Pride on month, when I can get my t-shirt. I've got 180 odd meters to walk at this speed before I decide to slow down a bit, because this is too much for my legs. Yeah, Amy says it's awful about what's happened in Nottingham this morning. Amy says, have a good rest of the day. See you soon. Yeah, thanks, Amy. We'll see you tomorrow for Wednesday workout, probably. So we'll be back tomorrow for Wednesday workout. As I say, nothing. I don't think we'll do anything tonight because I'm going to go watch my son do his 800 meter track race tonight. And the kids have got an inset day tomorrow, so we're going to go to the cinema tomorrow, and then I'll do Wednesday workout. Sebastian Volt, halfway to level 30. Excellent. So Sebastian is on level 29. He is halfway to level 30. And as always, yeah, we should keep an eye out for what XP we're getting at the end of each kilometre. So let's keep an eye open now. Mike usually tells us as well. I haven't been keeping an eye on it. So let's watch. When we get to the end of this kilometre, it should tell us how many XP we're going to get. Tina says, right gang, I'm heading off. Good luck Ellis tonight and see you again soon. Thank you, Tina. We'll see you, yeah, maybe for Wednesday workout tomorrow. Mike says we got 70 XP for the last kilometre. And here we go, up to 6.5 kph now. And that's 107 XP, I think, there. 107 XP. And I'm slowing it down to 5.5. So I'm going to drop back a bit now, guys. Right, messages coming in on YouTube. Wayne says, loving my recent Noble Pro treadmill purchase. Oh, well, so you should. It's a really great treadmill, Wayne. I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you very much for buying one. I hope you used my code. If anyone wants to buy a Noble Pro treadmill and you're looking at saving a bit of money, in the description of this video or any of the other videos on this channel, you will find a code which will give you a 4% discount on the Noble Pro treadmill. It also gives me a little kickback as well, so I'd much appreciate it if you can use that code, so that you can get, honestly, even if I wasn't an ambassador for Noble Pro, I would argue that this is the best value smart treadmill you can buy at the moment in this country. It's not available. They don't ship to the USA, unfortunately, but in the UK and Europe, I'm pretty sure Europe, you can get yourself a Noble Pro treadmill, which is honestly such good value. It's such a rock steady treadmill. And for the price, it's not It's not dirt cheap, so it's rubbish, but it's budget enough that it can be afforded and still give you a decent performance. Oh no, Clive says don't mention the discount just in case he didn't use the discount code and he had to pay full price for it. Sorry Wayne if you had to pay full price. Amy Green says yes, I should do Wednesday workout, shouldn't I? Yes, you should, Amy. Do Wednesday workout with us. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Too late. I've mentioned the discount already. Right, so the boys are just up ahead of me now. So Sebastian, Clive, Jonathan, Mike, Kehoy and Lynn are all a little bit ahead now as they make their way towards the end of the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro. You can see the Kinni app on the right hand side of the screen. That is giving you incline and speed automatically via connection to the Noble Pro treadmill. And I am drinking tea. Do you know what? I've made myself a very nice cup of tea, to be honest. Hot weather, tea is really good, don't you think? When it's hot, having a cup of tea is great. It's really refreshing. But during the South Downs Way 100, later in the day, tea was all I wanted. Because, normally I'm a latte person, aren't I? And earlier in the day, I either wanted to drink full-fat, ice-cold milk, which is very difficult to get hold of on the South Downs Way, I'll have you know. Full-fat, ice-cold milk or lattes. I did manage to get a couple. We stopped at 2 cafes en route on the South Downs Way 100, and we got coffee, and we got milk, and we got ice lollies. So that was super. And then in the afternoon, once all the cafes had started closing, when we were at the aid stations, all I wanted was tea. Yeah, Jonathan says, I drink tea in hot weather and I drink coffee by the gallon in the winter. I think you're right. I think that's what it is. Tea when it's boiling hot. Really refreshing. So Sebastian is well on his way to level 30 now. He's just had 107 XP to bump him up. And hopefully he'll be running alongside Victoria for the Beachy Head Marathon in October. Victoria and I have yet to sign up, but we will. Amy Green is already signed up. And quite a few other Zwifters are already signed up as well. Marcus Holmes recently had a trip to Scotland to climb Ben Nevis in preparation for his second attempt at the Ben Nevis Ultra, which is also in October. And he'll be making his way to Scotland, I think with his brother again, as he did last year, to try and make it to the end of the Ben Nevis Ultra this time. But that'll be awesome to see. So I'd love to go up there and watch Marcus try the Ben Nevis Ultra again. I am not going to do it again. I've done it 3 times. Finally managing to finish it last time. Of course, Clive Finnimore just rocks up on his first occasion and just finishes it without any problem. But we all know Clive is a pretty awesome ultra runner. So respect to him for just getting it done first time. Now I'm going to try and get my mouse to work, and I'm going to move to a different runner rather than me, because I don't want to just sit looking at me all the time. Let's put Clive or Jonathan on the screen. Where is everyone? Right, I'm trying to click on fan view on my iPad and it's not working, which is very annoying. Can't get my mouse to work, which is also annoying. Definitely need some new batteries. Come on, mouse. Work. There we go. Right, let's drop some ride-ons quickly. So, well done to Aileen, well done to Kehu. And there's Mike. Well done, Mike. Jonathan. Good job, Jonathan. And Sebastian. Well done, Sebastian. Oh, I've already given Sebastian a ride-on. So let's stay with Clive there. Where's Mike? Mike's a bit ahead, isn't he? Let's go back to Clive. Right. Oh, check YouTube messages. Sorry, that YouTube has gone off the screen. Hold on. Get the YouTube messages back up. Right, what's this about arc of attrition here? Tracy Rambry says she loves a cuppa. We all love a cup of tea. Last time I had a cup of tea, I ended up on the side of the road after the arc of attrition. Okay, yeah. Well, it has to be a good cup of tea, because I did have rather a lukewarm cup of tea at the weekend, and that did make me feel a bit sick. So it does have to be a good cup of tea. Clive says Amy Green has signed up for the double whammy Beachy. Yeah, Amy is doing the half marathon and the marathon at Beachy Head, so she is going for it big time. Sebastian's got to order a passport, so hopefully he'll get his passport in time, or they won't let him in to do the Beachy Head Marathon. Although the Beachy Head Marathon is so close to France, you might not need a passport. They might just let you, if you just swim across the channel to the start line of the Beachy Head Marathon, they'll let you do it, and then you just swim back again. It'll be fine. You don't need a passport. And the British government are very accommodating these days. They'll just they'll let you come in. It's fine. Clive says the Ben Nevis Ultra was really tough. He says that. He says it was really tough, and then he strolled in over an hour faster than me. Right, what's Clive put now? How to sit at the foot of a climb, the word myself a cheese sandwich, cheese and marmite sandwich, and go for it on the final climb. I have no idea what Clive is talking about there. Is he talking about the Ben Nevis Ultra when he sat at the bottom of a hill eating a marmite and cheese sandwich before deciding to climb the final hill? Is that what he's talking about? I have no idea. We got 99 XP at the last kilometre, so well done. Another load of XP to add to the list if you're still trying to get to level 30. And another load of XP for the rest of us who are at level 30 to log in the background until the next time we get a load more new levels. And up we go to 7 kph. Well, I go to 7 kph, but I don't want to. I'll just slow down a bit. Go. Tom White is back on. Hi, Tom. Tom was on last night, asking me what my 10k PB is, and then asking me what my marathon PB is and my half marathon PB. So Tom's very keen on knowing some times, and he's back on again. What do you consider an elite runner's half marathon time? And if you're talking, world class, elite runners should be doing a half marathon in an hour. anything under an hour and 5 minutes would be classed as really top elite. Anything under 110 is, national class. You should be vying for running for your country with a time under 110 for a half marathon. But really, really top elite runners should be doing a half marathon in 1 hour. Okay, so we are still following Clive Finnemore on screen with Sebastian and Jonathan and Mike, our two runners from the Far East. It wasn't China, but I think it was Malaysia or Vietnam or something. They have finished. Clive's got about 800 metres to go to the finish. I'm only 200 metres behind, but I don't feel like... I don't think I'll walk to the very end. It's another kilometre. Maybe I can, I suppose. It's not that far, is it? Tom says, to run for the Great Britain team is a goal for me one day. Tom, how old are you? Mind me asking? Sebastian says, well done, Wayne. Because he got the discount. Says Wayne did get the discount. Well done, Wayne. Thank you very much, buddy. On his purchase of a Noble Pro treadmill. Thank you very much, anyone, by the way. Anyone who buys a Noble Pro treadmill using my discount code, really appreciate it. It does help me out. It helps the channel out a lot. And, of course, gets you a cheaper treadmill in the long run. Right, Tom White is 33. Okay. I know that we've had this discussion before, Tom, because I remember you being on before. I can't remember where you are in your running journey. I mean, 33 would be... It's quite old to start thinking about, like, elite level running. But masters running, there are still some very fast older guys who are running really quick times. 33 is not old, don't get me wrong, you're not old. But if you were aiming to be, an elite runner running for Great Britain or, vying for an Olympic place, I would have imagined that you would have started running, in your late teens, early 20s at club level, at national level. But there's no reason why you can't be a late starter and get some decent time. Certainly marathon running, Kipchoge's is he 40 something now? Kipchoge? So yeah, you've still got plenty of time at that kind of distance to be elite level. I think you said yesterday your half marathon time is 1:18, and so your marathon time is 2:52. But remember, to get elite level at marathon, you need to take it. If your marathon time is 2:52, you'd need to take probably 45 minutes off that. 40 minutes off it. Okay, so 400 metres to go for Mike and Clive and Sebastian and Jonathan, just about. Well done for running the Film My Run 500. If you want to run it again tonight, or if you want to run the Film My Run 500, it's on tonight at 8 PM UK time. I think there's another one at 1 AM as well. If you're in the States and you want to do the Film My Run 500, if you want a climbing session, 1 AM I think tonight. So that's kind of early evening in the US. Tom says, would I be paid if I ran for the GB team? No. Sponsorship, you get sponsorship, but athletics in this country is very poorly funded. You'd have to have sponsorship. You'd have to be. I mean, there are plenty. I say there are plenty. There are a number of elite runners who do not have another job, but they're funded in part by British Athletics and in part by private sponsorships. And I think you'd have to have sponsorship. I don't know if you can live on a GB Athletics wage. It's not really a wage, is it? Just bursary. It's not even a bursary. I don't know what it's called. Right. Sebastian is having some problems with his My Run. He says he thinks he's got a My Run which was made on a Monday. By that he means it was made on a Monday before they could work out all the other problems. And Clive's and mine must have been made on a Friday when they'd sorted everything out and they could get it right. Because Sebastian seems to be having a lot of problems with his My Run. I apologise for that, Sebastian. It's not good. Because you do seem to have had quite a few issues with your My Run lately, don't you? Unfortunate. So back to Tom. Yeah, you would if you were going to be elite, you would have to get sponsorship. Tom, definitely. If you can afford to get yourself a smart treadmill like the one we've got here. This is the Noble Pro, or you've got a bit more money to spend. Over on my right is the My Run treadmill, which I normally use. Very good smart treadmills, easy to connect to Zwift, and yeah, you come and run with us. Absolutely, be fantastic. When I am finally back to running, might be a couple more days yet. Legs still not quite right. But yeah, we'll give Wednesday workout a go tomorrow. See how that feels. Nice and slow. And certainly this walking is helping. It's loosening up the legs, getting the muscles back. Right, I think Clive is done. Well done, Clive. Good job. So everyone has finished. Mike's finished. Sebastian's finished. Clive has finished. Jonathan has finished. That is the Film My Run 500 over and done with for another day. We'll be back with the same run on Thursday. Film My Run 500 11:35 Thursday, and then bag that badge Thursday evening. I can walk 400 meters, can't I? Why not? I don't mind. There'll be no elevation though. It's just a flat walk for 4.2 kilometers. Heart rate 158 for Jonathan. Well done, Jonathan. The idea with the Film My Run 500 generally is we try and keep the heart rate below 150. So we try and make it a relaxed, easy run where we're not so tired that we can't run again in the evening if we want to. Tom says, do sponsors come to me or do I have to find them once I get super fast? Well, to be honest, Tom, you're talking to somebody who's never been at that level before, so I don't know. But it's probably some and some. So if you find that you're winning lots of races, if you're going to club track events or major events and you start winning things, you will get noticed and people will come to you and offer you sponsorships. If you find that doesn't happen, there's no reason why you can't email various marketing departments of companies that you'd like to work with and say, I'm such and such, these are my times, this is what I'm doing lately, would you like to help me out, would you like to sponsor me, and take the conversation on from there. So it's some and some, but certainly if you're winning big races or if you're coming in the top, the podium positions, the first three in some big races, then you will get noticed. People will come to you. 200 metres to go. Right. 200 metres to go, and then that's me done. Made it to the end of the Film My Run 500, just walking at a slow pace. And we're right at the top of the Sky Roads in New York, although it is night time, so it's not a good view at the moment. No live stream tonight. I am going to the track to watch my son run an 800 metre race. But we'll be back tomorrow with the Wednesday workout. Thursday we'll be Bag That Badge in the evening. Friday we're going to do the Pride On Run to get the t-shirt. And the Pride On Run will be the Fine and Sandy route, which is the other route that we haven't done yet. If you want to get the Pride On shirt this year, you need to do 2 runs, 2 routes. The Neon Flats route and the Fine and Sandy route. This I've all discovered in the last 24 hours because I've basically been away from Zwift for the past 2 weeks doing various other things. Haven't been concentrating on Zwift itself. Right, I'm still on Clive, so I'm just going to go back to me now. Here we go. Just coming into the finish here. 50 metres left. Then I can go and have a shower and a shave. Thank you very much for joining me. Thanks for the chat on Facebook and YouTube. So we've had Tina and Tom on Facebook, and we've had the usual gang: Clive, Sebastian, Jonathan Perkin, Mike over on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. We are done here. That is it. Maximum heart rate 102. And you can see the little speed increases there where the Kinni app has automatically increased the speed, and then I've had to manually slow it down again. Right, all done. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, everyone. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.